Hello, I'm George Hoge with Business English Conversations, and welcome to another Business English Conversation video. The last video I did, we were talking about firing and the opportunities for both management and the person being fired, and we were talking pretty much about the technical aspects, the job skills and things of that nature. There's another piece I wanted to talk about, and it's not directly about firing, but it's presents some opportunities, okay? And I think it's some key factors that need to be included in management view of people, and there's some super opportunities in this thought process. So let me begin by suggesting to you that there's four kind of workers in the workforce today. And I would propose to you that we all fit at one time or other in one of these four categories. The four categories I'm talking about are category one, the can and will. Category two, the can't and won't. Category three, the can but won't. And the fourth category, the can't and will. So what does all that mean? Well, let me give you a definition. When I say can, I'm talking about people who have the skills, the knowledge, the training, the education, the experience to do the job, whatever job they're doing right at that point in time. The can't people are the ones who simply don't have the skills and or the experience and or the knowledge and or the training and education. So they really can't do the job at some point in time. Now on the other side, the will is really the willingness. The will people are the ones who have the desire, the motivation, the proper mental attitude to do the job, whatever job it is that they're doing. And the people we call the won'ts or the will nots are the people who simply don't have the desire or the willingness or the motivation to do the job. So what does all that mean? Well, let's look at it from the side of the employee. The employee. The critical piece here is that we want to try to get our skills up to date, certainly. So have you done your self-evaluation? Do you really know your skills, your experience, your knowledge, and you're comfortable, and that comfort level, if you will, fits into the job that you've got today? Maybe not tomorrow's job, but today's job. The other piece is, have you accepted and decided what to do about your skills, experience, knowledge, training, so that you can move to the next job? Okay? So can you do the job today? If you can't, are you doing something to gain the skills, the knowledge, the experience so that you can? And on the other end of it, are you also working on the experience and the knowledge and the skills to move to the next level? All right. So are you in the can column or the can't column? Okay. The other piece of that is, how's your attitude? Are you trying and doing the best you can do? Are you trying in your current job to be the best person who's ever done that job? Even if you don't like the job, or even if you feel like you're overqualified. How many times have I heard that statement? I'm overqualified for the job. Well, I don't know. I'm not too keen on that statement. But, in other words, is your attitude correct so that even though you don't like the job, maybe you don't like the environment, whatever reason, you're still committed to doing the best you can, knowing full well if you're the best there is in that job, that you're going to progress to the next job. Okay? So again, are you in the will column or the won't column? And we've all had jobs that we didn't like. We didn't particularly, but maybe thought they were below our skill level. But, I found that if you're in that situation, the thing to do is just be the best there is. And you'll get noticed. And you'll get the raises and the promotions and the transfers to higher skilled jobs that you're looking for. But first, you got to be the best there is. Now, AJ and I spend a lot of time in our lesson set program, the Business English Conversation Lesson Set program, discussing this particular aspect of an employee, because we both strongly believe that the best way to the top is starting at the bottom, and you should work your way up. Okay, now on the other side of this whole thing, what does this can and will stuff have to do with the manager? And how do they use this concept in their workforce, particularly in their training programs? Okay, as a manager, think about it. What's the person that you really want working for you? Can and will. Pretty obvious, right? I mean, that's a given. They got the skills, they got the willingness, they're super employees. You want to nurture them, you want to help them, you want to help improve their skills, and because unfortunately someday they're going to leave you. They're going to get a promotion, or maybe they're going to get your job when you move on, which is great. All right, which person do you want the least? Pretty obvious, isn't it? They can't and won't. Don't want those people. They don't have the skills, the knowledge, the experience, and worse yet, they won't do it. They won't try. Waste of time. Those are the kind of people that, might as well move on. How about the other two? I would propose to you that the can and won't person is another good candidate for being fired. They've got the skills, they got the knowledge, they got everything they need, but they're not particularly a team player. They're not willing to perform at their best. They just generally won't get on board with the program, with the direction that the company and our organization is going. And there's not much you can do. I mean, it's hard to change the mind of a person. You can improve their skills, but, there's only a few ways to change a person's personality, and I know I'm not qualified in any of those ways. So that leaves us the can't but will person. This is kind of a favorite of mine, to be frank with you, because this is the person who really doesn't have all the skills, or maybe has some of the skills, but not at the peak level you would like. They might not have the experience. Maybe they're missing the education or the knowledge. They don't have an MBA and all that foolishness. But they are willing to try. They work hard. They want to be the best there is. They want to show that they can do the job and move forward in business. Well, these people are sponges for training. They love it. These are the people that I like. All right, so think about it. Where do you currently fit? Where are you? Which one of these four are you? Where do you want to fit? What do you want to be? And more importantly, what do you have to do to get there? If it requires an attitude change, I don't know. Maybe another job is in order. All right. That's all I got for today. Leave me a comment, if you will, on the video, YouTube, or the website, or send me a message at info@businessenglishconversations.com. You can also send your questions or concerns to that same email address. And just so you know, the Business English Conversation Lesson Set program does provide some help in what we've just been talking about today. And you can still get the lessons through businessenglishconversations.com. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought. And till next time, au revoir.